Alright, well this guy's been killing it all around town. He just won a roast battle. He's ready for more. Keep it going for your next comic. It's Jay Donaldson. Make some noise.
I'm going to take time off for the dancing, because we got time just... Oh, let's keep it going for Jeremy Cash, this side of the room. Keep it going for Jeremy Cash. This side of the room, keep it going for Jeremy Cash. Next up, this side only. You guys. You guys. You guys lost, sorry. I don't like to single people out, but I think it was you. Black shirt. You look like Tuco from Breaking Bad, so I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm afraid of you already. What's your name? Emmett. Emmett, you're holding your team back. I don't know, I'm just trying to help. I don't know if you guys want to be a crowd someplace else later on tonight. If you do, just don't take Emmett. Tell me you're going to Cold Stone Creamery and then just do whatever you're gonna do. I feel like we're starting a small church. I feel like the larger church disbanded, and we all said we're going to try and keep this going. My name's Jay. You like drinks? I don't give up that vibe, do I? You guys look at me, you're like, you're what we expect to get if we ask to speak to the manager in the meat department. Like, I expect you walking out, you're like, you did not slice my hand deli thick. I'm gonna get it right next time, sorry. Oh, when you're fat and have a beer, just sit down anywhere. Come on in. Hi, how's it going? Good to see ya. Oh, we sat on the losing side. Your team just lost. You should have been paying attention. So when you're fat and have a beard, people will come up to you and talk about sports. Do you guys like sports? I know nothing about sports. Absolutely nothing. One time somebody used Kobe Bryant in a sentence. I had to Google it. I was like, that sounds like a delicious steak recipe. Turns out he's a basketball player. I didn't learn anything about sports. Learned a lot about helicopters. Oh, I'm sorry for my interest in aviation. I apologize. My son goes to the University of Utah. Can you guess? Oh man, I tell you. And wearing like this little thing, it's like a little tiny sign that just says, "Come up and talk to me about sports." I was at King Soopers, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Go Utes!" I'm like, "Thank you, sir. How's your team? The Adidas doing? Are you guys winning your sport?" I always think I have a resting sports face. So if I'm ever sitting down at a bar, it's just a matter of time. Somebody will slide up and they'll be like, "So what are your thoughts on this season?" I'm like, I don't know. I stopped watching the Voice after Blake Shelton left. Talking about sports. Well, then be fucking specific. Another one I get all the time is they're like, "So who's your team?" I'm like, "Are you asking me about straight?" I've watched every RuPaul's episode of Drag Race, and I enjoy competitive cooking shows, so fuck, wait a minute. I gotta explain this to my wife and kids. He just started college. I'm not a sports guy. I'm like a trivia guy, you know? I like that type of stuff. I recently went to the hardest escape room I've ever been to in my entire life. It was called Help My Dad with His Computer. Let me tell you about my dad. He's from Florida. Now you're caught up. He's always forgetting his password. He's like, "Do you know what my password is?" I'm like, "I told you 6 months ago when you blamed me for running Hot Tub Time Machine on your Amazon account. I don't know your password. Dan knows your password. I don't call Dan, okay? I mean, I know what his password is, but then he'll know who rented Hot Tub Time Machine. So far, I'm pinning it on my brother Dan. So, it's like, you know, my dad would be like, it's everything. He's like, you know, he doesn't know how to use Facebook. And then my mom can't open up email attachments that are photos. Do you guys have parents like that?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have parents? Do you have parents in general? Just raise your hand if you have parents in general. Raise your hand if a man and woman had sex, and sometime after that a woman was expelled from, or you were expelled from that woman's vagina. Okay. Why did you put your hand down when I started? At one point you're like, because at one point you're like, yes, I have parents. Wait a minute, no. No, I just remembered that I don't. How did you get here?
I said I only heard you say vagina and it freaked me out.
I don't like to single people out. What's your name? You don't want to tell me? Okay.
Carrie.
It's Carrie. Somebody marked on you. Is it really? It's Carrie. Okay, well, call me Carrie because that's what you just said. Carrie. Carrie. Some of you are going to Cold Stone Creamery after this. You guys, Emmett and you could just go together. Oh man, so my parents are coming to visit next month. And last time my parents were here, they were like, oh, my mom's that person. She's like, don't do anything for us. Just pretend we're not even here. I'm like, oh, great. Well, I hope you like watching a 52-year-old man play video games in his basement. You're going to get a lot of that. And my dad likes Westerns, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to convince him that watching me play Red Dead Redemption 2 is like a Western. We'll just see how far we get. Because 20 seconds and he's falling asleep anyways, right? Like, he was watching me play and he goes, is your horse named Tits McGee? Yeah, it gets weird down here, Dad. My last horse, Bob the drag queen, died in a roadside ambush by the O'Driscoll brothers. Oh, it's okay. He had body dysmorphia and he was really self-conscious about it. I don't know why I like that one so much. I don't know why it's so hard to name things in a video game. It took me like 2 weeks in an online poll to come up with like Tits McGee. And I still wake up at night and I'm like, should have gone with Hershey Squirts. So I am making I'm making greeting cards for obscure national holidays. And I'm going to share some with you. So there's only 11 federal holidays, and there are over 1,000 national holidays. Did you guys know this?
No.
Now you do. So what I do is I'll take the day that it is today. I make a new card, so you guys are the only ones that'll ever see that one. Well, maybe. It depends if it's any good. And then I just share some of my older ones that I've done. So today is September 16th. Does anybody know what September 16th is?
No.
There's like 20 this day. National Batman Day, National Collect a Rock Day. What's that? If you want to. He said hug your boss day. Anything goes, man. Yeah, absolutely. I chose the Sit with a Stranger, National Sit with a Stranger Day. All right, so I'll let you know when I get to the one with the September 16th. Okay, so are you ready, kids? Hey, what's your name? Alex. Way to go, Alex. All right, so this one is the very first one I ever did. This is January 20th, National Penguin Awareness Day. It's a picture of a penguin. It's the word penguin. That's a penguin. Now you know. They're greeting cards. You give them away. All right, this one is January 5th, National Whipped Cream Day. Whip it. Whip it good. Whippets are very good. Confused, asked her after the show. All right, this one's the one. This one is the This one is, September 16th, National Sit with a Stranger Day. I gotta choose correctly. May I sit with you? Also, I like anonymous sex. Frame that. Okay. This one is National Clean Out Your Desk Day, January 9th. National Clean Out Your Desk Day. Raise your hand if you have a job. I have some bad news for you. National Clean Out Your Desk Day. This one is National Checklist Day, October 30th, National Checklist Day. This one has check boxes by each of these. Sturdy beam, a rope with a noose, a small stool. Today's the day. Anybody want that one? You can't point over. All right, I'm wrapping up here. Don't use that card. Please don't use that card. Okay, December 15th, National Pearl Necklace Day. I've got something for you. This is just a hole in all its glory. I will tell you one thing about this hole. There's one ambitious size hole. But aim high, am I right? Okay. Anybody want this one? Last one, here we go. All right, this one is April 30th, National Honesty Day, so please be honest. Clap if you have kids. Tied up in your basement. All right, guys. Thank you, Arthur J. Give it up for Jeremy.